Good.
Right out of the office.
I'll go ahead and call on you guys again, just a little bit of a bigger group. Bennett, you want to start us off or no?
Welcome back.
If not, we can go somewhere.
How much would you say the Denver Post coverage has just been lacking?
It's a good question. I thought about that deeply last night.
Go ahead, Barry.
Coach, when you look at divisional matchups versus, maybe teams that you're playing on the East Coast, is there any sort of thought that goes into maybe these are a little bit more important than the other?
Depends on the game. I think they're always more important, but doesn't change the focus of what you're trying to do when you hit the ice, right? So it's like there's certain games, depending on how the standings are sitting at the time and what's going on within the division that I think are really important that you got to try and focus on, i.e. the mini game last time, next time we play Dallas, etc. But you're always trying to do the best you can against your division. There's no question. I think it's a little added incentive, but again, doesn't change the focus of when you get preparing your team.
Evan.
You've talked a lot about Brock's two-way play, but there's the analytics community think he should be in the running for the Selke. Just do you have any thoughts on that? Just
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think he's certainly a good candidate. I'd have to, in order to give you my true feelings on a vote or who should be in it, I'd study analytics too, just like all the reporters do. But I just know what he does for our team. It's a lot of everything. He's involved in every aspect of the game. I think he's really good and really solid in all areas that he touches of the game. The offensive production and how dangerous he's been helping us create offense here recently is a huge step forward from what we saw last year and even earlier in this year. And I think this is more who he is and who he's been. And I think it's just, him getting comfortable in our system with his line mates, etc. The way the team's playing, I think it all has a factor. I kind of answered this question the other day with the Olympic roster. He certainly should be considered. There's no question. I know they have tough decisions to make as is handing out an award like that, but he's a guy that, I would look at closely for all those things.
Colleen and Jesse.
Just talking to Joel Kiviranta, we've talked about that third line. He played with them last season too, but he really seems to have that whole line has a good chemistry. What would you say about his game? Has it been improved from last season?
Yeah, well, Kivi's always been a pretty consistent player for us. Great season last year on the offensive side of things, even though that's not what you kind of think of when you think of Kivi. He's such a reliable defender. There's a heaviness to his game, his detail in his game when it comes to all aspects: forecheck, tracking, rush coverage, D-zone coverage. He does things right, and he's very consistent at it. And there's a physicality to his game that I think is often overlooked, like in puck battles, forecheck, D-zone coverage. I think he's always going to get a piece of you when he's around you, and makes him hard to play against. And that's kind of what that line has in common, right? It's a workmanlike mentality. They're always a pretty connected group of three. They're always around the puck. They're always hard on pucks, and their decision making is excellent. And we've said it before, they might not score as easy as some other lines, but when you're watching a line play and how you want them to play within the structure of your game, they're at the top of the list.
Jesse.
A 3-day break here coming up that I'm sure a lot of guys, probably even yourself, are looking forward to. How do you make sure that you don't look past this game, looking ahead to the break too much?
I think it's just leadership and maturity. That's what it is. So you're not going to start the break till the break starts, right? This game's as important as the last game, as the one before it, and there's one right after Christmas. So if you're a real professional at what you do, you're going to go and compete until the buzzer goes and then start your break, and that'll be the message that our guys send to one another. I don't think we're at a point with this team that I have to mention anything. I think they're going to go out and give it their all. It's just kind of who they've been and who they've proved to be over the course of the season.
Rachel.
On a similar note, to get you in the holiday spirit, similar to the Thanksgiving question,
Okay.
if you could assign these jobs to some of the players, we need a Santa Claus, an elf, and a Rudolph.
Well, I think Santa Claus would have to be Burnsy, big fun-loving guy, easy to talk to, pretty welcoming guy. So that's got to be him. An elf. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Brindley.
That was the popular.
The rookies always get the short end of the stick, but yeah, I'm gonna go with Brindley. And Rudolph, important job, right? Keep everyone on track. I'm gonna try to use somebody different here. You know what? I'm gonna say McKinnon on this one. Fearless, you know, regardless of what weather you're facing, he's gonna be leading the charge. So I'm gonna say McKinnon.
Finish with Bennett.
Thanks, Jared.
Follow that up. I just wanted to ask, as a guy with ECHL roots, how much you've sort of followed the situation there with the strike.
Yeah, I haven't really until I heard about it yesterday, and then I saw they are on strike, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're going, yeah.
Yeah. So they have some things to work out. It's disappointing. I was almost part of one of those in my early years in the coast. And it's always a difficult situation, but hopefully that they can iron something out here quick over the holiday break and get back to playing hockey. Yeah.
Thanks, Jared.
Thanks.
Matchup coming up here. What are you guys kind of looking at ahead of Utah?
Yeah, I think just keep building as a group. Another big game for us, giving us some struggles this year. Good team. So, big game here before break.
When you look at these kind of divisional matchups, it seems like you guys have kind of split them halfway too. Is there something different about playing somebody in your division versus maybe a Florida or somebody on the East Coast?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. I think the divisional games are always important, but I think no matter who you're playing, every team's going to be good, and we definitely have a target on our back. Being the best team in the league right now. So, yeah, I think every game's important. Obviously, the divisional games, I think, kind of escalates a little bit. But, yeah, big one for us tonight for sure.
You got in a bit of a scuffle in the last game, too. Talk to me a little bit about that and just kind of the fight and what's kind of going through your head in that situation.
Yeah, I don't know. Just kind of got tripped up in front of the net and got a couple cross checks and, yeah, figured I'd give a couple back. And, I don't know, kind of just a scuffle in front of the net. And, yeah, I don't know, part of the game and happens.
Talk to me a little bit about the versatility of this team, too. You've seen lineups kind of change a little bit throughout the game, and what does it kind of say that everybody seems to be playing well with everybody right now?
Yeah, 100%. I think it's one of the best parts about our forward group is anyone can kind of play with anyone, and different guys are stepping up at different times, and obviously Nate and Kale, they're going to do their thing, and it's pretty fun to watch those two guys. But yeah, I mean, I think every game you look and see there's different guys playing with different guys, and everyone's stepping up, and it's been fun to find different ways to win hockey games and different combos, and just fun to play with different guys too.
While we're approaching the halfway point of the season, how would you kind of grade your game so far?
Yeah, I think it's been good. Obviously, you know, just trying to get better every day, every game, and learning a lot with this group, and building towards a goal that we have at the end of the year. And yeah, I think it's been good. I think the versatility is good. I think playing up and down the lineup and playing different situations and getting power play and PK time, and just being trusted by the coaching staff, I feel like is a big part of the success, and it's been a lot of fun so far. So hopefully we keep building.
Fun plans for the holidays?
Nothing. Staying here. Family's in town, so it'll be nice. I know they're hoping for some snow, just being from Florida, but yeah, the weather's been unbelievable, and it's been great to have them here so far. So it'll be a good Christmas.
Thank you so much.